the chairman of the Car Importers Association. Thank you, sir, for making time for us.
Thank you very much.
There's a lot of fury. I saw you on TV on Friday, and you are storming into a meeting where stakeholders were discussing the policies. And what was the issue happening there, sir?
Abe, it's not that we stormed in that meeting.
Yes.
No. We were invited to validate a document that we were not party to it. So, even the meeting not start. So we asked them, why should we be here? We are not party to this document. Why at this late hour? This document had been developed in secrecy. And that is what we objected to.
So, Major, what are your issues right now?
The issue is the president's stand is on manufacturing. It is not co-manufacture vehicles. No. He said one of his pillars is manufacturing, which I stand by him, 100%. I agree with him. We have to find a way of doing manufacturing. But the way to do manufacturing is what is our what we have that we want to manufacture.
Yes.
So, what's the raw material? You must have a raw material and then process it and then get more value out of it. So, mainly we're an agricultural country. The best place to start is how do we process the raw material from agriculture into a finished product which has more value. Then next we can go, what are the implements that we use to do this agriculture? Can we produce those ones en masse in factories? Thirdly, we can now move and say, even bicycles we are not manufacturing now. So we start manufacturing bicycles. Fourthly, we can now move up the ladder and say, okay, we can now go to motorbikes. From there now we can say, okay, can we manufacture parts for those companies which manufacture vehicles? If it is in Japan, if it is in UK, if it is in France.
Yes.
So we can manufacture for them. There's no problem. We can manufacture even for companies in US. If only we can have proper mechanisms, that is the cost of production should be low.
But John,
yes.
The government seems not to be batting an eyelid. They have not changed their stance. They are saying
yes.
The policy has to be implemented.
Yes, I know why they cannot change.
Yeah.
Because the multinationals, that is US, Europe, they have a problem. That is why the French president came here to push this agenda. Because in Europe and US, the agenda now is to pursue African market. So this African market, they say they are not buying new vehicles. They are buying used cars. And mainly, used cars are coming from Japan. So it is a war that these people are bringing to Africa because it's a new market. But the biggest problem in Africa is the per capita of this continent, where majority of people are poor. So they have gone to Nigeria, they have gone to Ghana, now they are in Kenya, pursuing the same agenda to convince the government. If you read today's Business Daily,
yes, sir.
It gave a very clear information that the first world agenda now is how to come to Africa and actually do a colonization. It's a second colonization.
But if you look at the flip side, sir, with all due respect, if we do the assembling locally, the cost of cars will go down. More Kenyans will be able to buy cars.
Can I tell you? So if they know they can make the price lower, actually the denominator is cost for anything. So if they can bring the cost of cars down, definitely we will not import, because why should you buy a second-hand car, yet at the same price you will get a new one?
Sure.
Yeah, that is the bottom denominator. So we're saying now our capacity to purchase a new car is not there. Even if they say tomorrow that there will be no importation, I'm telling you, even the sales will not be different. It will not go up because majority of the cars they are selling to the government. So this policy, in its totality, is just protectionism. They just want to come to Kenya, protect the market for their own fast-earned cars, which they will sell at their own price. And even in Europe, sales are down for new cars. So how will it be different in Africa? And yet we are even poorer than Europe.
So what happens then now that the government is not convinced of changing its position on your side? What are you saying in terms of what is your final ultimatum to the government?
If the president can give us an audience, we will explain our position properly, tell him, actually, at this stage of at the way the economy is, it is not the right time to push these things. We have more things to push through. It is not the vehicle. This is not do and die thing. We have better things that we can manufacture. We have better ideas, but not multinationals coming to push a dose through our throat that we must consume. There are many things. If they were genuine, they should say, now, since you are producing better coffee, you are producing good tea, now we want to bring factories into your country and we make coffee for international market. We could understand that. But
so, if I'm getting you clearly, if the government changes its position,
yes,
and you are successful in convincing the president,
yes,
this policy needs to be revised,
yes,
what will change for the consumer at the end of the day? Because on your side, you're saying if we allow this, Kenyans will lose jobs who are in the import business of cars, and you're not telling us the numbers. You're not telling us how many people will be affected.
Currently, from Kenya Bureau of Statistics, we have 2,480,000 people fully employed in the motor industry. And of course, with these ripple effects in the insurance, in the financial sector, people who are processing loans for these vehicles.
Okay.
All these people, that is 2,480,000. Now, the multinational said they will only produce 12,000 jobs, new jobs. Now, why should you kill 2 million jobs and then keep room for 12,000?
Does it make any economic sense?
It doesn't make, no.
Thank you so much, John Kipchumba. Of course, we cannot exhaust this in one sitting.
Thank you.
We hope you'll be heard and you'll actually get your issues resolved in the coming days.